Hey guys! Welcome back to Tubbycraft YouTube channel. My name is Swati. I'm a design team member of Tubbycraft, and today I bring you a process video where you can create 4 types of background using stencils. So we will be making backgrounds for card making projects, for mixed media projects, heat embossed backgrounds that you can use for card making, mixed media and so many other things, and also some watercolor background projects. You can use them as backgrounds, you can use them for sentiments, and you can use them for so many other purposes. It's totally up to your creativity. And let's not wait more and dive into the video.
So Tubbycraft has various designs of these stencils that you can work from. I will be using just one stencil here which has a cloud or a wave pattern. You can see I have cut some watercolor cardstock in size 4x6. I will be using that for my first background. So I am sticking the stencil and my paper together. I am sticking the tape from the back so that it does not hamper any of my ink blending that I am doing from the front. So first I am doing the ink blending. This will be a first background and I will be creating it using 2 shades of Tubbycraft ink pads. The process is very simple. You can see the process how I am doing in the video. It's very self-explanatory. Okay, now comes the favorite part, that is the revealing of our stencil, and look at this gorgeous background. I have quickly cleaned my stencil using a wet tissue and I am ready to do the second background. I have also die cut a paper here. It's a watercolor paper, and now I am tracing those cloud edges using a pencil onto my watercolor paper. Since the stencil is made of plastic, it's very easy to trace. You just have to hold it properly so that you don't trace below the masked area. Not tracing the whole background, I'm just tracing the below part, and then using a kneadable eraser, I'm erasing all the pencil marks. Using my Zig Clean watercolor brushes, I am just freehand watercoloring these blocks of clouds. So this technique can be used in a lot of stencil designs where there are images and you just want to watercolor them. Here is the finished look, and I love how free-handed and rough it looks as compared to the ink blended one. Moving to a third background, it's a heat embossed background. I'm taking my Versamark ink and then just covering the whole area. Make sure that you have covered the corners as well with the ink. Now I'm taking a embossing powder and quickly pouring it over my background. Once the embossing powder is poured over the Versamark ink, it sticks to the Versamark ink where there is needed. Using my heat embossing gun, now I'm setting the powder. This gun will melt the powder and then set it permanently. This background looks so beautiful as it gives you that raised embossed feel, and plus it is very shiny as well. Moving on to our fourth and final background, I am using some artist's gesso here. It's like a textural paste. This background really works for mixed media projects. I am just putting that paste over my stencil and using my spatula just spreading it. This looks so beautiful and works best for mixed media projects. I am using a heat gun to dry my background. So here are the final 4 backgrounds that we have created using ink blending technique, watercoloring technique, heat embossing and gesso. I hope you have liked the video and all the techniques explained. Please do comment below and like this video. Also do subscribe to our channel for more crafty tutorials. See you in the next video. Bye.